All right, moving on to perfect cube roots and equations of the form x cubed equals p. So this one uses a lot of the same skills from the last lesson, except now we're working with cubes and cube roots. And you're going to figure out a pattern real quick. All right. There we go. So perfect cube is a number that is the cube of an integer. So for instance, 2 cubed equals 8. So then a cube root would be the inverse function of cubing. So if you cube something, oops, I don't know why I put an E at the end of cubing. So when we cube something, then the opposite would be to cube root it. So our symbol is the radical again, but I'm going to put a little 3 inside the little check piece, and that's our way of indicating what root it is. If there's no number there, it's an automatic square root. If there is a number, then that's the root. So in this case, it's 3. So I could, continuing with this example here, the cube root of 8 is 2, or we could do the cube root of 64 is 4, because 4 times 4 times 4 gives us 64. So that's how, what a perfect cube and what a cube root is. So now what is our list of perfect cubes, because that's helpful. And so just going down, we're going to do the following. I'm actually going to pause the recording because you don't need to see me watch that, and that's just wasted time on the video. And then I'll be right back once I write this all in. All right, so I'm going to give you a list of perfect cubes up to 10. So 1 cubed is 1, because 1 times, I love it when it does that. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Then we have 27, 64, 125. 6 cubed is 216. 7 cubed is 343. 8 cubed is 512. 9 cubed is 729. And 10 cubed is 1000. All right. So this list this should help it become easier and faster while you're doing your homework, because then you can look at this list and you don't have to type it all into the calculator. The thing about cubes is it doesn't matter the sign. So like if we're doing -2 cubed, or the sign does matter. That's what that should have said. -2 cubed, I'm going to take -2 times itself 3 times. And so -2 times -2 is 4, but then I'm taking 4 times -2. And so then 4 times -2 is a -8. And so whatever the sign is that we're cubing, that's the sign of our answer. So if we did -1 cubed, our answer is -1. -2 cubed is -8. -3 cubed is -27, and I'm hoping you can see the pattern from there and I don't have to keep. If it's helpful for you, feel free to fill it out. The thing is, or the thing to remember, once I find my cursor again. All right, now that I found my cursor, the thing to remember is the sign stays. So if it starts off positive, it's going to end positive. If it starts off negative, it's going to end negative. All right. continuing on. Solving cubed equations, very similar to when we were solving square roots. We've got to do that inverse, and so the inverse operation to any x cubed equals p is to cube root both the left and the right side. And so then I'm left with x equals, and then the cube root of 125 is 5. Now, these are just one answer, because there is no, like, if it was a negative 5 cubed, then we would have ended up with a negative 125. So there's only one answer. That's just something to keep in mind. That being said, if we had x cubed equals a negative 125, then when we cube root both left and right, and this goes away, so x would equal, in this case, our answer would be negative 5. But that's a completely different problem. So again, those are two different problems there. All right, so let's work through some examples. Solve this one. We're going to cube root left, cube root right. So x is going to equal, the cube root of 8 is 2, because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Do the same thing here. Cube root left, cube root right. X equals, it was a negative 27, so I know my answer is going to be negative. And then it's 3 cubed, that gives me 27. So those are my two answers. Again, what I do to the left, I do to the right. And we are cube rooting because that is the opposite of cubing. All right, fractions, again, when we work with fractions, cube root top, cube root bottom. So in this case, w will equal 2 over 7, because the cube root of 8 is 2, and the cube root of 343 is 7. And so then that's our final answer on that one. And then same thing here, cube root top, cube root bottom. Keep in mind that this was negative, so I'm going to have, z equal to negative, and then cube root of 27 is 3, and the cube root of 1,000 is 10. And so z is a negative 3/10. Last problem is our word problem. So we're in the shape of a cube and we're given a volume. So cube is the 3D square, right? And so all of those side lengths are the same. So volume, just to remind you, volume is length times width times height for any rectangular, oops, I put L again, height, for any rectangular prism. So in this case, with all of those lengths being the same, it would just be s cubed. So this is wanting to know what the exact length of one side of the aquarium is going to be. So my volume is 1,256 is equal to the side cubed. So to solve, I'm going to take the cube root of both sides. Now, again, this one's that exact. So that means no decimals. That means no rounding. That doesn't mean find the square root and then round it. It means leave it in the cube root. So cube root of 1,256 is, this would be the most accurate right here. Now, we're going to now approximate that by plugging that into the calculator. And when we plug it into the calculator, we're going to hit our root number. So in this case, it's going to be 3. We're going to hit the second button, all right, the button that says second, and then you're going to hit the caret key, because above it you will see something that should look something similar to this. Now, if you're not working with one of our Texas Instrument calculators and you need help finding that, talk to me. I'm happy to help you figure out how to do the cube root on your calculator. It will most likely be something similar. So 3, second, and then what programmers call the caret key. So when I type that into the calculator, I get that S is 10.789, but we want to the nearest tenth. So approximately 10 point, here's the nearest tenth, so 8 moves that 7 up. 10.8 inches is the approximation. And that's how we solve cube roots. So it's the same thing, except I cannot just use the square root button. I have to do a cube root. So you have to be careful if you're using your calculator to answer any of these. And if you need help, holler. I will see you on the flip side. Stay classy, 8th grade.